Hello, nursing students. If you have already completed the introduction to the library website, you are now ready to learn more about CINAHL Complete, the best database for conducting research in nursing. For nursing majors, the majority of your research will be conducted through the CINAHL database. CINAHL stands for the Cumulative Index of Nursing and Allied Health Literature. It is the world's most complete nursing-focused database. If you're on the library's homepage, you can go to the Helpful Links section, Helpful Links, Top Databases, and as you can see, CINAHL Complete is right here. Before we begin, we want to make sure that all of the potential search options are available to us. If we go here, we have search options, we'll click this, and now we have a variety of ways that we can limit our potential search results. For a basic search, I recommend that we just start by checking the full text box. For the purposes of this tutorial, we're going to pretend that we're working on a project about HIV and aging. So here, we're going to type in our basic search terms and click search. If we look at the top, it shows that we have 295 search results. If possible, we're going to want to make sure that we limit the amount of search results available to make our research process as efficient as possible. One of the easiest ways to do this is to make sure that we're only looking at the most recent material available. If we look down and to the left, you'll see the slider bar here, and it shows that we are looking at sources from 1998 to the present. Now, for anyone working in medicine, we want to make sure that we are only looking at the most recent research. We can either use the slider bar or we can just type in the year we want to start with. I would start with perhaps 2017. As you can see, we've limited our search results to 144. If you wanted to, you could go to maybe 2020 instead of 2017. But for now, we'll stick with this. We'll go ahead and scroll down and look at the different sources available. Perhaps we don't really know what our research topic is, so we'll scroll down and see if anything looks particularly interesting. Now here, it shows social inequalities and health-related quality of life among people aging with HIV and AIDS. This way, we can start with a general direction of socioeconomic issues. So looking at the source, this is our catalog entry. If we look at the bottom, there's two links. There's HTML full text and there's PDF full text. Either one will work, but before we click any of those, let's go to the actual entry. And we have a lot of the information that we need here. But let's say we want to go to the PDF full text. So we'll click this link on the left. Okay, so as you can see, there's a lot going on here. If we look to the left, there's a couple of different options. If you look to the top, right here, it says quality of life research. This is actually the name of the journal that published the article that we're looking at. And if we look a little bit lower, these are other articles published in that same journal. It can be helpful to look through these to see if there's any other articles that might be useful for your project. If you'd like even more potential sources, you can go down a little bit further and we'll see choose another issue. And so we can actually go to different issues for each year. Now, if we look at the article itself, you can see it follows that very basic skeleton, that basic framework of a scholarly article. It has the names of the authors easily available, and it shows their affiliation. We have the abstract. Now, if you're in the beginning of your research process, I do recommend, even if this is not an article that you do choose to use, look at the keyword section right here. This can be really helpful for finding other search terms. So this is really good for part of that brainstorming process. We'll scroll down. This is the article, how it would look as it was published. Now, if we go to the top, we have some more options. We can download the article or we can print it. But let's go back to the main search page. If we look at the top, it says CINAHL subject headings. The subject headings are provided by the CINAHL Headings Authority. We can type in what we're interested in. And as you can see, we have specific HIV related search terms that we can go through. Now here we have the AIDS dementia complex, which we would of course associate with aging. As you can see, it gets more and more in depth. This is a bit more complicated than we want to go into for this tutorial, but I do recommend that you spend some time playing through this and I'm sure you're going to find some really interesting topics. This concludes our introduction to the CINAHL Complete Database. We do have librarians who specialize in helping nursing students with their research needs, so as always, please reach out to the Fraser Memorial Library and we'll be more than happy to help. Thank you.